So today I checked out Dig VR on PlayStation VR2 after ignoring it when it first released back in October on Quest. And the reason I ignored it, if there's any genre I'm sick of in VR, it's games where I have to do a job. And it's really weird because when all these games first started happening for VR, I kind of thought I'd love them. I'd love doing power washing and other bits and bobs. But with Lawnmower, Train Sim New York, Farming Simulator, they've all kind of let me down and I just haven't enjoyed them. But that has actually changed today with Dig VR. And I kind of take it back that these sort of games actually do work in VR if they're done really well. And I think Dig VR actually does a really good job of making a game out of work. So firstly, I'm going to touch on the gameplay. Dig VR is like fully hands-on all the time. You've got a massive map of a place called Digtown or Diggletown or something. And you go to these different jobs. They'll need different things doing. Like I need like a small pond put in my garden. And you need to be very careful not to knock over obviously items in that garden. And that's how you get graded by your mistakes. If you don't put the mud in the right place, if you drop something in the wrong place, if you smash anything in that area, you get downgraded. So in this game you have to regularly swap over the attachments to the digger. There's one that destroys rocks and boulders. There's another attachment that allows you to actually scoop up things, maybe for waste disposal, or you got to pick up like whole trees. There's a saw, talking about trees, that you have to chop down sometimes, and that's pretty funny because these trees just fall over, hit the house, hit things in the garden and nothing happens. But either way, it's pretty fun sawing stuff in VR. And last but not least is obviously the digger attachments, where you can get a smaller digger attachment and a bigger digger attachment. And everywhere you dig, there'll be a yellow line to basically say, right, you need to be accurate. You need to be inside this yellow box for you to get the highest score. If you stray out of that, I mean, there's a little bit of a safety margin. There's probably like a 10% margin around the yellow box. But if you accidentally drop mud, say in the wrong area, or you dig too much mud from the wrong area, then you'll go down in rank. It's not severe because you have like 4 chances to keep S rank and then 4 chances to keep an A rank. So there is opportunities for you to basically make a mistake and then carry on working and still get an S rank. Yeah, the jobs were really varied as well. There was one where I was just digging a pond. There was one where I was replacing a sewage pipe. There was one where I was basically clearing up a construction site which had been done by another company, but they'd left loads of rubbish there and I had to clean all that up. And right in the middle of this particular level was a very hard bit. Another attachment I was using was a packer. So you have to basically pack the mud that you've either moved or just needs to be packed anyway. And it was around like this statue. And dude, it was so tough. Just to get yourself in the right position and get the arm in the right position to make sure you just don't hit the statue while you're trying to do the packing. So that's what I was talking about with the skill level thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Like if you turn the swinging arm part of the machine round, obviously then the controls of the digger reverse and it becomes pretty tough. Like it's actually quite fun because it's tough. And I think that's what I like most about it. There's some mini games in there that you'll find, like bowling. There was another one where you got to like pick up balls and stuff. When it comes to the graphics, I think it's okay. It's not going to win any awards for like being the most realistic game ever. It's a bit of a shame actually they don't make a more realistic version of this because it looks very cartoony. You can clearly see it was a Quest game. And I don't think anyone who's really into graphics is going to look at this game and go, oh wow, this looks incredible. Like the town actually looks like a town when you look around. There's no just sudden mist or things missing. It sounds good. You know, it sounds like you're in someone's garden or there's nature. But the digger itself actually does look pretty good. And as I said, I just really enjoyed the challenge behind this game. And when I messed up, it really pissed me off because I wanted to get that S rank on every single job to earn more money to get the better diggers. Now, I don't know how many people are going to watch this video and how many people like a VR work sim applies to, like who enjoys this sort of game. I'm not sure. And if you do like these sort of games, let me know. And also let me know if other games have let you down or there's other games that you think are good in this genre. Because this one has kind of revived my belief in these games are actually better in VR if they're done as well as what Dig VR is. Another thing I like about this is it feels like you're starting your own business and every job you do and you get the best rank, you get better money, you get better diggers. There's also lost treasures to be found. There's a shit ton of achievements. And also, like, checking it out on Quest, it's exactly the same game, which is quite nice. I would say PSVR2 looks slightly more vivid, as in colour. There might be a little bit of a bump in resolution, but not much in particular. And to be fair, I wish I would have checked it out on Quest back in the day. Kind of glad I didn't, because I don't know if I'd have done this review now. But yeah, haptics are there, so when you're actually like trying to smash the rocks up, you can feel it through the controllers. There are no headset haptics, I don't think, because I don't think a game like this needs that. When it comes to negatives that I come across, I would say the only thing is like a weird flashing screen that you see now and again when you switch menus. Apart from that, I think the game is actually in really good shape, but they did say that there is a day one patch incoming because there's some like spots of low resolution off in the distance. Personally, I didn't notice that at all, but overall I had a really good time today, which I'm very pleasantly surprised to say. I do recommend it. I think if you like VR work sims, this is a good game to get. And even though it's not got the name of Power Sim, I think it's the best in the genre. I think this is the best work sim VR game I've actually ever played, and I've played them all so far. So yeah, thank you for watching. I know this is a bit of a quick, cheap review video, but it's my birthday tomorrow. I've got another game to look at as well, so I didn't really have time to do my normal kind of review. So I hope you're happy seeing my face now and again through the review. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.